welcome to our next episode of Cooking with Michael.
And Candace.
And Candace, again. We're so excited, this is a regular thing now. We're so excited to really change the show by doing it. Again, we've had a ton of new people watching, and it's great. So.
Now there's brains in the show.
Yeah, that's kind of true, too. So I want to thank everyone who watched last week's show. Hope you really enjoyed the pizza. Hope your kids enjoyed the pizza. And from there. And tonight, before we do that, we have something new tonight, don't we?
Oh, we do, and it is live. It is still a work in progress, but it is live, and it is our...
We have a website now, that's right, cookingwithmichael.us. We'll put that on the bottom, but cookingwithmichael.us, and it's going to show, it's going to have a link for all of our videos, bring you right to the YouTube video, makes it a little bit easier to find. It's also going to have a link, eventually, it's a work in progress as Candace said, we're going to sell some of our merchandise and sell some sauces and some dough and maybe some recipes and things like that we've been doing. First, we have links to our sponsors on there, Aztec Creations, who is our primary source of all of our merchandise. And she not only makes the stuff for us, and if you want to purchase something with Michael,
your logo.
Well, with our logo, I'm not going to find our logo, but if they want
but if you're looking for somebody to do this type of stuff, but for your business, they're great for that too.
There's a link on there for her. You can email them, and they'll get right back to you. So, and also we have all of our other sponsors. Andrew Chapel Beer and Wine. Of course, we couldn't do it without you. Tonight is a Pino Grigio night. Last week was a beer night. Tonight's a Pino Grigio night. Oh wait, I'm sorry. And it's Canada, so it's Sauvignon Blanc.
And it's not an entire bottle. It's just one glass.
Yeah, well, we'll see how that goes. and of course, Melissa and her business.
The Body Shop at Home.
The Body Shop, thank you. I always get that back.
And those 3 links are on our website, and they are working right now.
Correct. So we're so excited. Check out our website again, cookingwithmichael.us. We're really, really excited about it. So, what we're going to do is, and you probably noticed I'm on this side of Candace tonight.
That means I'm going to cook, and he's going to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. But we're going to.
Yeah, I couldn't find my duct tape, so he's not going to shut up.
Probably
but I'm going to cook.
But she's going to cook. So, we'll get this stuff out of the way so you can kind of see what they're doing. We'll move, again, merch. Okay. What are we making tonight?
Well, it doesn't really have a fancy schmancy name. I just saw a couple of recipes and tried a couple of things and then put a bunch of them together. There probably is a name, but I don't know it. It is sesame pan-fried dried tofu with dill and a little lemon to taste at the end.
What the hell is tofu?
Tofu is made from soybeans. It's a very complicated process, very ancient process, and this white girl does not know what the heck it is.
Oh shit, we're having vegan tonight. So, first of all, for our fellows who've been asking for vegan, I guess we're doing vegan tonight.
Oh shit, we're not clogging our arteries or hastening our own deaths tonight.
Tree hugger!
No, a tree hugger comment would be, we're using fewer nutrients out of the soil simply to feed our food night.
Tree hugger. Alright, so apparently I've never had tofu, I'm going to be honest with you, although I have smelled it when she makes it for herself, and I'm actually really looking forward to this. And we've talked about doing different types of things and whatnot, so the fact that she's here and Candace is now part of the show regularly, we can actually do other things that other people may like tofu.
Oh, you'll live.
Okay, so apparently we're making tofu. So I'm going to just drink my Pino Grigio. Yeah, thank you, Andrew. Top beer and wine. And I'm going to watch you make tofu. Tofu!
All right, first thing you're going to do is you're going to listen to your cats play with the plastic bags on your table. And you're going to go to your Asian market and get dried tofu. Why dried tofu? Why not regular tofu? The dried tofu is a little denser, and it tends to not fall apart as much in your pan, and I just like the denser texture because I was raised as a meat eater. You could probably do the exact same thing with whatever tofu you prefer, but this is what I prefer.
Did your family eat tofu?
No, not at all.
So how did you start eating, how does anyone start eating tofu? And again, I apologize
You go
to the
vegetarian.
vegans. Okay, so that's okay.
Because the big deal that all of the from the meat eater perspective, if you're raised as a meat eater, and the things that your meat eater family, friends, and sometimes rude coworkers will say to you is, "How do you get your protein? Protein!" Everybody harps on the whole protein thing.
Sorry, I've done that. I know.
We vegetarians are like, especially the ones who are raised as meat eaters. We respond, "Oh crap, I have to go find some protein to eat." And so we go to tofu. You can actually get all the protein that you need without ever eating tofu. Are you done making fun of it? Can I get back to cooking now?
Yeah, I think. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to go empty it out and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I've cut it open and I'm draining the water out. Because yes, it is packed in water.
So I know that I've heard of tofu presses and things like that. What do people use tofu presses for?
For the regular tofu. So I've never owned a tofu press. What I use instead is a plate, a towel, your tofu, another towel, a plate, and a bunch of canned goods like tomatoes or something on top. Just anything for weight.
So really just press it. It's a stupid comment, I realize. And I haven't had that much Pino Grigio yet. So basically...
Never mind, I'm going to be nice.
Naturally, this dumb is what she was going to say.
Save space and you're using things that you already have.
But 11 years. By the way, if you watch our episode again, we did have our anniversary. But anyway, basically you're just going to... It's anything weight will press it down, you're saying.
Yeah, anything with weight. Okay, so you'll see that... This is what the dried tofu looks like. You'll see that it's already cut into 8 pieces. 4 on top, 4 on the bottom, right? I like mine to be in smaller pieces, but if you want bigger chunks, by all means, you can leave yours bigger. But I'm going to cut mine.
Go ahead and move this out of the way so she...
And you see how easy it cuts.
It looks like dough, like bread dough.
It does look like bread dough, but it's not.
It's not. It's...
Okay, and then I kind of just separate them because they kind of stick together because they've been packed together for so long. That's all you do. You just separate them. No big deal. Doesn't take very long.
So it basically looks like a little square of sponge. SpongeBob! So this is actually SpongeBob!
No, SpongeBob is an actual sea sponge.
Well, so he's not tofu?
No, he is not tofu. Okay. He is an actual sea sponge.
SpongeBob SquarePants, tofu SquarePants. Oh, sorry.
So it's all separated. Now we are going to go to the stove and we're going to heat up our sesame oil. Now, if you are a person that does not like the flavor of sesame oil typically, try this. Try it out, okay? Because we'll be adding lemon at the end, and that cuts out, it sort of dilutes some of the stronger, more burnt-y kind of flavor that comes along with sesame oil sometimes.
Phoebe disagrees.
Yeah, Phoebe strongly disagrees. Or if you really, really are very apprehensive of the sesame oil flavor, then you can dilute it with olive oil, canola oil, corn oil, whatever you choose. Me, I'm going to go straight sesame oil, okay? So now we're going to go over to the stove. Okay, so here we are at our stove, and we're going to add in the sesame oil. I already started to pour and then realized, oops, the camera's not on, so. Okay.
I wasn't in the shot, but I needed to feel like it. Sorry, go ahead.
Butt out, Peter Griffin. Okay, so you're going to pour enough sesame oil. Yes, shut up, I'm trying to explain. Pour enough oil into your pan to cover the bottom of the pan, and then just a little teensy bit more, because you want to have enough to coat all of your pieces of tofu. So from opening the package to putting it on your...
Normal! Okay.
Hi, Karen!
Okay.
So from opening the package to putting it on your plate, start to finish, 10 minutes tops. It's very, very quick, actually.
So actually, I mean, again, we talk about the quick, affordable, great date night dinner. It's tofu, so I'm hoping it's great. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the tofu was $2.95.
So this is a perfect, because not only is it quick, you can get ready for your date night dinner. You can make it. You also look like you're making something really fancy, because tofu fancy.
Tofu and sesame oil.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's that whole food god thing that we're going for. But it's also very affordable because, again, the tofu is a couple dollars, sesame oil is a couple dollars, and the seasonings you probably already have. The only thing that costs the most, really, is the Pino Grigio, which doesn't cost a lot because we go to Chapel Beer and Wine from Antrim. Oh, sorry.
And it is good, baby. It is good. Might actually be a little too good. All right. So we're going to take our board and our spatula. And we're going to stand a reasonable distance back.
I'm in the other room.
Because that's hot oil. And we don't want anybody making trips to the ER on their date night. Or really ever. Okay. Now once you put your tofu in, that is instantly going to cool down the oil. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to slide your spatula underneath the tofu as much as you can, rather than stirring.
Why are you doing that?
That way you don't break up the chunks of tofu and you have something that looks pretty.
Oh, so if you stir it, it's going to break it up?
Yeah.
SpongeBob SquarePants. Oh, sorry.
Not SpongeBob. SpongeBob is literally a sea sponge. He is not tofu.
SpongeBob.
All right, so quit interrupting me. You're making me miss myself.
5 minutes later.
I'm going to take just a teensy bit. Cayenne pepper.
Okay.
I probably should have said that. Just a pinch, or less than a pinch. Onion powder. 1 or 2 big pinches.
She doesn't measure. She doesn't measure either. Yes.
Ow! God. Now we're going to add the garlic powder. Ooh, that's too much.
Wait, why are we using organic garlic?
Because it's all I had. Okay, so 1 pinch.
All they
Get
had-
out of the way! You are not letting me explain anything. 1 pinch. If you really, really like garlic, you can do 2.
Now let me ask you a question. And this is a real question. Let me get over here. So let me ask you a question.
Stir.
Does tofu have a flavor if you don't add anything to it?
No, not much of one. This has a teeny bit of kind of like a cross between like a nutty or a whole wheat bread kind of flavor. Very faint.
This specific one or tofu
This
in general?
specific one, the dried tofu, has a little bit of its
Oh,
own
okay,
flavor.
okay.
But it's very, very faint. You still have to put other stronger flavors with it if you want it to have good flavor.
Gotcha.
Now,
Gotcha.
here is the last one you put on when it's in the pan is dill weed.
She called me a dill weed.
I'm going to call you a lot of things if you don't shut the fuck up. Bam! Okay.
Kitty.
If you don't like the flavor of dill weed, just sprinkle a little bit. I do like it a lot, so see, I sprinkled quite a bit. And stir. And you take, this is just about done. Just going to let these flavors meld for a minute.
So tofu is actually really already cooked. You can eat it right out of the packaging.
It's already fit to eat.
Okay.
Yeah, it's already
All
fit
you're
to
doing
eat.
is heating it up and adding spice to it.
Yeah, heating it up, adding some flavor to it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to take your rice that you have already cooked ahead of time. Maybe you've got some leftover rice. As long as you heat it up and stir it, nobody's going to know that it's leftover.
Facts.
Okay, so this is just about done. Put this off. Set it aside. And we'll have Vanna get us our plate.
I'm Vanna.
And a spoon, please, dear.
And a spoon?
Okay, I'm going to get my rice.
I'm kind of excited to try this. It's the first time I've ever had tofu. Mark this date down.
We'll grab our tofu. I like to serve it right on top because then the rice gets a little bit of the flavor as well.
Got my fork. I'm ready for this.
Okay, we are not done yet though.
Oh, excuse me. We're not done yet.
Especially for you people who are apprehensive about the sesame oil strong flavor. This is what it looks like until you add your lemon juice. Now we have our lemon juice. You can do a fresh lemon if you want. We're lazy. I'm lazy. I like a lot of lemon juice on mine. And that is what it looks like. Can everyone see? Yes, everyone can see. And now Michael can come back over and eat.
I have been allowed back. Oh my god, it's hot. The plate. All right, so here we go. First ever tofu. does smell good, though, I will say that. So, take tofu. It's really good. It's very good. Take some of the rice. I'm a big rice guy.
Oh my God, he hasn't died.
I know. Although I'm starting to feel like I should be wearing Birkenstocks.
I don't even own a pair of Birkenstocks.
Every tree hugger eat tofu.
Or a long skirt.
I think it's possible. I think it's required. Anyway, another bite of this. So, I'm actually gonna eat it. So, very quick. You saw very quick. About 10 minutes tops. A little bit of seasoning, tofu you get from the store, some rice, and some wine. A great date night dinner. Or as Candace is going to do, she's just going to eat it before we have our date night because she's going to eat it all while we're standing here. So,
like I always do.
like she always does. So anyway, fantastic. It was actually a fantastic, my first ever tofu, fantastic dinner. Thanks for showing us how to make tofu.
You're welcome.
It's a great idea. And next week we'll go back to real food. No, I'm just kidding. No, next week, another great episode, something different. And but this was fantastic. So thanks again. Please check out our website, cookingwithmichael.us. Check out our videos on YouTube. And please like, subscribe, share, comment, all of the above. We're so excited to have you all part of us, and we're looking forward to the next big thing for us. So enjoy it, make it, try it, love it. Let us know what you think. We'll see you next week on Cooking with Michael.
And Candace.
8 p.m. Saturday night. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Heating off.
It's tofu.
Put it down.
Oh, damn it.
Are your hands even clean?
They are. I did wash them. Well,
Okay.
I kind of like them, actually, but
That's not the same.
it's not?
No, it's only the same if you're a cat.
Okay, sorry.